Hello YouTube, what's going on? Today I want to make a video on creatine because I feel like a question I'm often asked is like, what supplements do you take and what supplements are useful? Like, what should I take or what should people be using? And I think I often will explain to people that I think supplements in general are, like, for the most part, really overhyped. I don't think it makes sense to use a lot of them. I think there's only a few that really stick out to me that I really think are very useful. Protein powder, creatine, pre-workout, or caffeine. Like, that's really it. Individual vitamins and minerals for people's needs, I think, is helpful, but a lot of people don't take creatine. This is why I want to talk about this one. I think most people understand protein powder, why it's useful, but I think a lot of people do not use creatine, and I don't know why. I think a lot of people think it's either unnecessary or they don't know much about it, or they're one of these people who have somehow believed the funny fairy tale that it's like steroids, when, man, it is, nothing is like steroids, nothing. What is it? It is energy for our muscles primarily. That's what creatine does. Most people that eat a diet that contains meat get small amounts of creatine. So if you eat meat, you already consume some level of creatine. You get it through your meat, but not optimal amounts. It is the most studied supplement. We have tons of studies on it. There are essentially no side effects. It does not cause balding. It does not cause kidney problems. It doesn't cause any of that. The only legitimate thing is if you consume a bunch of it at once, it may cause a little bit of stomach discomfort. That's basically it. If you have some special health problem, maybe it's best to talk to a doctor or someone about consuming creatine. I don't know if that's even a problem for people that have issues, but if you want to be extra careful, I think that makes a lot of sense. If you don't have any health issues, I can say pretty confidently that consuming creatine would probably be okay. But, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist, so don't come after me if you use it and something goes wrong. But the thing about creatine I think is so exciting is we've always done studies around consuming 5 grams. We kind of always thought that's where you reach full saturation. That's where it helps with your growing more muscle, more strength, more muscular endurance. If you add more muscular endurance and you can train harder, you can add more muscle. All those things are true. We see it over and over and over again in studies using creatine. However, the really exciting thing is we just started testing to see what would happen if you take more. Now, when you take more, it does not result in more muscular gains. It does not result in more strength. What it does result in is better brain performance, better short-term memory, better focus, better energy. There was a study done recently on groups who were sleep deprived. Like, imagine getting 2 or 3 hours of sleep and you got to work the next day. The people that consumed 20 to 25 grams of creatine performed better than when they weren't sleep deprived. It reversed all of the cognitive sleep deprived symptoms. That is fantastic. For people who are older, it apparently is also just, it has neurocognitive benefits. It's neuroprotective. It protects your brain. For people who have Alzheimer's, apparently it also helps them with memory and cognition. I think what we're seeing is, there are benefits that go outside of just muscle and strength. So creatine has, become a thing that, well, everyone should use for just being a healthy body and being stronger and everything, and it's very cheap. But now there's a lot of studies that are showing, it has these cognitive advantages. So the other great thing about creatine is that it's also very cheap. It's probably only like 20 to 25 cents a serving. And now that we know, it has these really beneficial effects on sleep deprivation. If you're someone who every once in a while gets a bad night's sleep, you could consume some in the morning and afternoon, and that would probably really reset you and make you feel okay. You don't want to go 2 to 3 hours without sleeping, but in those nights where that happens, that's great. or if you're someone who wants to protect their brain from Alzheimer's and, you know, just general aging changes and, you know, keep your brain healthy on top of exercise, creatine is another nice way to do it. So I think all the data that we see, all the studies that we see on creatine is that this is something people should really consider using. I don't understand who has a good reason not to use it at this point. Man, woman, you exercise, you don't exercise, you're older, you're younger. Like, this seems to be like clearly beneficial for the overwhelming majority of the population. So I'm just making this video to say I think it's a smart idea. If you want to live a healthier life, this is what my channel is about, is trying to get people, you know, actionable steps, trying to break things down into English, you know, layman's terms of like good things to use to make your life better from a health perspective. I think this is one of them.